Blog Talk Radio.
Are you ready to take a bite out of the competition? Are you looking for ideas to make your business better? Welcome to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet,
sponsored by Apple Capital Group.
At the core of every successful business, you'll find people making a difference. And with each episode of the Core Business Show, we talk with those people, examine those ideas, and explore the strategies that make them special. Now, the host of the Core Business Show, Tim Jacquet.
Good morning and welcome to another episode of the Core Business Show. I'm Tim Jacquet, your host. Today our topic is 10 time-wasted battle-hardened blog traffic techniques. And all in a nutshell is to talk about blogging. Can I give you 10 tips real quick? We're going to take a break for 1 moment, for 12 seconds. We'll be back and we'll go and dive into the show. You're listening to the Core Business Show.
You're listening to the Core Business Show, sponsored by Apple Capital Group. Welcome back to the Core. Once again, here's Tim Jacquet.
Okay, welcome back. Hey, these are 10 tips. Follow these strategies. Blogging, if you are a business, is important. It's not only to have a website, you have to blog. Blog, you have to give content to Google or to the search engine in order to get yourself ranked. It's essentially, just can't put a website out there with 5 pages. You can put yourself out there with 5 pages, but you have to have a blog with it. So here's blogging. Blogging is writing relevant information about your particular industry or your field or a particular subject, and you write it frequently, at least once a week. You do it more, at least once a day, will kind of keep you there, because if you don't do it, Google not necessarily penalize you, but unless you have something that's really relevant, that authoritative, you're just not going to rise up on the search engines. So here's some old tips that works. Some people will blog 10 times a day. It's hard to blog 10 times a day. We try to do it twice a day, and that's really hard. We just don't have that amount of content, that much content that we can put out 10 to 20 times a day. But if you do it once a day, you'll see the improvements dramatically within a few weeks. Also, you want to make sure that you submit your updates to the search engines anyway, to let them know you have relevant, new information out there. Want to make sure that you have your site map as well. So keep that in mind. Have your site map updated as well. Okay, number 2, you want to create authoritative articles. You want to be an expert in this field. And instead of blogging frequently, which you can, also, just post to other people's sites that if you, whatever your industry leader is, and you have to put your contact information, just put your name and company, and, that will point it back to you. You get credit for it as you make comments over time. Comments on other blogs, don't keyword spam in these, but just rather use your name as adding value to that conversation. Also, linked out frequently to industry leaders who blog, what's the niche is. Reach out to them and see if we can hold a conversation with them on the blog. There used to be a few years ago, called blog carnivals. They're a way that bloggers can define a niche, gather together, and periodically post things in forums. So it's still out there. It's called Blog Carnival. Take a look at it and see if that's still it's going to work for you. Number 6, do guest blogs. This one thing when you do these blog carnivals and you're on forums, kind of write an article to share something on somebody else's or give a detailed opinion why, an argument why something is better than the other product. It can be on anything. And also, number 7, article marketing. Market your articles, syndicate them, make sure you get your authority first, and then you can syndicate them by social bookmarking them, by spreading them to the source. You can spread your website to point to Facebook. You can post it there. Twitter, you can post it. So kind of share it and see if it can become viral. Can't think of the word. It can become viral. Okay, number 8, the social digging. Kind of spread some of your articles around through Digs and Delicious and some of the other Skadoodles and whatever. Spread them along as well and see if you can get some action that way. Also, use some great headliners. You've got to test some headliners to find out what's worked, but it's all about the headliners. So those are my tips. You can get these tips on blog.apple Capital Group. Everybody, thank you for listening. I'm Tim Jacquet with the Core Business Show. Take care. Have a great day.
Thank you for listening to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet. For a free quote on equipment leasing and financing, visit our website, applecapitalgroup.com. That's applecapitalgroup.com. And fill out the information to receive your free quote. We hope you'll join us for our next episode. And remember, you can always get to the core via iTunes. You'll find all our previous episodes there. Thanks again for listening to the Core Business Show with Tim Jacquet.